Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
Bugs on the Windshield.
and we're here with you tonight on a very, very cold evening in our Christmas sweatshirts. As you can see, we both have on Christmas sweatshirts. We won't go back too far because we'll fall. But it's not Christmas time. It's actually like February, but we're cold.
Yeah, we had a pretty mild winter so far, and then all of a sudden it just got really cold.
Right when we're ready to go camping.
Yeah, we're so excited to go again.
Yes we are.
And now we have to stay home because it's cold.
Yes, we do. But anyway, last August we went on a really cool camping trip to the Blue Mesa Reservoir in Colorado.
Which was warm there.
It was very warm. Well, actually, it wasn't bad. It was a very nice, comfortable trip during the daytime, and in the nighttime it got a little chilly. But we really enjoyed it, so we want to share that with you today. We've only been on a couple of long trips. This was probably our second long trip.
One of the tougher trips because we did have to cross the Continental Divide, and that was a pretty good little climb that we had to take.
The truck and the camper did really well, though. Dan did a really good job driving over, and it was Monarch Pass, and we have a video on the way back. We'll show you later on, but it was pretty exciting, really pretty scenery, beautiful place. Since this was only our second longest trip, what we've decided to do is kind of split everything up a little bit.
Yeah, we don't drive as far each day, so we divided this up into a 3-day trip.
Right, so we left on Thursday night, and we were going to drive 3.5 hours to Salina, Kansas, and stay at the Salina KOA, which we've done before, and it's a really, really nice stop for us.
It's an easy stop to get in and out of. Unfortunately, the drive did not go as smoothly as we would have liked. We had a little bit of a delay with a flat tire.
Yeah, you've heard already probably from our other videos that we had a flat on the camper, so that made it go a lot longer than 3.5 hours.
So it ended up basically delaying us on each leg because obviously we had to get the tire fixed. And then the next day we had to get a new tire put on. And then that took some time, so it made us late to the next stop. So
we got there in plenty of time, though. We couldn't do anything. We got to Canyon City. That's about 6.5 to 7 hours, and we left Salina probably around, I'd say 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, we really were lucky that we were able to get in and out pretty fast to get the tire fixed.
Right.
So that didn't delay us too bad, and we had plenty of time to get to our next destination. So we did pat ourselves a little bit of
with that time, right? And then the next day, the next trip out from Canyon City was only 2.5 hours. This is really just a video about our experience on the way out, but mostly of the campground.
And this will show you just a glimpse of where we stayed and the views that we had at the campsite.
It was really beautiful. I'd like to go back. How about you?
Yeah, I'd go back there.
I would go back there.
We really had the camper loaded down. There really was no place to sit inside until we got to our destination.
After all of our stops, we finally found our way to the Blue Mesa Outpost Campground, and we pulled in. We had a nice pull-through spot that was number 2, actually, real close to the end, and we were able to put the back deck down so we could see out at the Blue Mesa. But we only did that once because...
It turns out that around 1:30, 2 o'clock, the wind really picks up blowing across the Blue Mesa. Yeah, you don't use your awnings up there because it was pretty windy. And like I said, we discovered after we'd been there for a while that every day at around 2 o'clock the wind picks up. So it was almost like clockwork.
Right. But it was gorgeous. The scenery there, as you can see, was really beautiful. There's Dan and Jeff out taking some photos of the scenery and the sunsets.
We spent a lot of time taking photos because
it was so
the beautiful
gorgeous.
Sunsets and sunrises that we get to get pictures of.
You can see Dan took advantage of an early morning walk and went out and filmed the campground here, so you'll be able to see pretty much the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not a very big campground. All the sites are pulled through, and we were able to just...
I think there's only 10, maybe 11 spots.
I believe there's something like that. I think there was 10 down here and maybe one up on the, or 2 or so up the hill there a little bit.
You can't see right here, but you can't see when you look out, but the road is right there. It looks like you're looking right out onto the Blue Mesa, but the road is actually just right below us. But it's a perfect spot, kind of on the hill, for an RV park, I thought.
Yeah, it really is a good location, and the owners really friendly to talk to, and really knowledgeable about the area, about where to go, what to do, what's kind of going on in that area. You can see most of the, like I say, all these sites are pulled through, and they're all full hookups, by the way. So.
Right, and it's very reasonable too, reasonably
priced.
Yeah,
for a full hookup.
Yeah, for that. I know it looks like you're kind of close there, but nothing like, being at, maybe a KOA or something like that. There's plenty of room.
But we were really fortunate that all our neighbors were really friendly. I mean,
they were
we
very
enjoyed
nice.
talking
We enjoyed
to
meeting some of our folks. We met some folks in a little Class B Travado, and they gave us a little tour of their RV. That was a lot of fun, and the other folks that came after they left were a lot of fun too. This little place here that Dan's coming up on is the laundry and the shower facilities. Since COVID is going on, they asked us not to use the shower facilities unless we absolutely had to, but we didn't have to actually. We just used our own, but in case maybe in a year when it's not COVID's not going on, you could use that. So pretty nice and clean. Everything was really well kept. I thought it was really cool.
Up the hill here, you'll see another building there, and that was what they consider their game room. Unfortunately, it was closed also because of the COVID. But and down the road there is where all the cabins were. They had a few cabins that you could stay in too.
Yeah, I think Debbie and I went down to see the cabins and have a look at them. Debbie wanted to see what they look like on the inside, and they let us kind of look just to get a glimpse inside and see how they looked. And they were really nice and clean. And if you don't have a camper or you don't want to camp, you could always go. If you want to see, go out and stay at the Blue Mesa, you could always stay there. That's a good place. The hill, back up the hill, was the office, and they have a little store in there also.
Yeah, we didn't think about talking about the store.
We did. We talked about it a little bit with Debbie. She said it would be nice if there's, a place, we could get some ice cream. And it was like the morning we were leaving. I said, "Oh, they have ice cream up at the store." we just didn't go up there,
Here's the entry road that you would come in on. I'm actually walking kind of against the grain. We would actually be driving up, and there's the sign. You'd stop and meet the owner, and like I said, he drove us in.
Yeah, he
to
was
our
out
site,
working. Yeah,
and guided us into our site, and also told us, how far to be to the left, how far to be to the right, to get the best setup and the most level.
Yeah.
So he knows the sites real well. He knows each one. He takes good care of them, so he can.
Yeah.
And there was some tent sites. You can see some pads here.
No tent campers while we were there, though. But maybe it was a COVID thing. I don't know. But
yeah, with the bathrooms being closed, I think they were kind of discouraging tent camping up there this time of year.
The owner told Dan and Jeff about a little spot up the hill behind us where they could go and get some really good sky photos. And they went up.
We went there. The funny thing is, we started to walk up there thinking that we just would take a walk up there. We kept walking and walking and walking. And then finally we got to the top, and we're like, man, this is a long ways up here. We were able to get a lot of shots of the valley from up there and the reservoir.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. The night sky was gorgeous. That was one of my favorite things about this spot, is that night sky. We had a meteor shower one night, and we stayed up probably at least until, Gosh.
10:30.
Oh, I think it was really 9 o'clock, but
No,
we'll
was-
tell people it was 10:30. It's okay.
No, it was. We did stay. We stayed quite late, which is the stars.
It's a good place to stay if you ever get a chance. You know.
Yeah. It's not terribly expensive.
No, it was very reasonable for full hookups.
Yeah.
Pull through sites, very reasonable, and the folks there were really nice. We liked them.